Here's a Lepai, or I guess Lepy. It's still the same thing. LP-838 amplifier, super bass hi-fi 2.1 CD, MP3, MP4 serial amp. There's a power switch, subwoofer volume, MP3, treble, bass, volume. These are mine. These didn't come with it. That didn't come with it. It has left and right audio input, super bass, speakers, left and right, and it needs a DC 12 volt 3 amp adapter. And I just have a 12 volt 1 amp power source, which was from an old phone, or I think it was from some sort of thing, I can't remember. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys how it sounds. I do have a 5.5 inch woofer, which I hooked up as a subwoofer, and then two 2-inch woofers for highs and mids, put in a box. And I just heard my sister. Here's what it sounds like on here. Turn that all the way up. Okay. This is the bass volume. I'm just gonna barely turn it up. And you can hear it pretty good. But it can go all the way up that high. So it is very powerful. And this is 30 watts, 60 watts maximum. Those are 5 watts, maybe 10 watts maximum, I am assuming. Put in a little box, and that's just with that. So I'll have to turn that up a little bit. And put these up. I'm going to go pretty loud. I'm going to put a little bass up and treble up. See how just it's barely up. The volume is barely up on the amplifier. Treble and everything. That's that song. Let's go with this. No. We're gonna have a bass test, the subwoofer and the windows, I guess, for some reason. I do not have a good box for this. All I have is this coffee holder thing. That's all I have. It's not whatever. It's gonna be vibrating. It's gonna be pushing so much air. This thing's gonna hit the coffee can and go like. It's pretty annoying. I need a real box for now. I have this all the way up, so then I could do all the controls there, because let's say I have a subwoofer like that, and this is like that, and a song with too much bass shows up that I play, then I'm going to have to, I don't want to turn it down because it'll turn the volume down, but I'll have to do this and then turn the bass down manually like that, but it's better this way. So you can just leave it all the way up and then turn the volume up as you wish. I don't know, I'm 14. I ordered 2 15s. They should get here. They just come from Parts Express. They are the Titans. Titan 15-inch, 100 watts, 200 maximum. Let me turn the subwoofer. This is not a good box, so it won't be accurate. pushing down to make it not jump up and down like that, so it sounds better. And then there's the holes on the side, which is where air comes out. So that's why you hear duh, duh. That's barely up too. See how much that tuned up? That's all the way off. That's as much. That's as high as I want to go because I don't want to break this speaker. Powerful. And then those. Really good sounding too. Then I guess you can make tweeters with this amplifier with different speakers. I hooked both of these speakers up together so I wouldn't have to take up a lot of room with a lot of wires because it's just on my bed. I don't want to make up too much wires and everything, so I just hooked it up to the right side. And I guess you can make tweeters from it, so you can just put the bass all the way down, treble all the way up, and it plays with high frequencies. And no bass. That hurts. Oh gosh, that hurts. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. This guy's mega bass test. I'm gonna leave those as quote tweeters. And then turn the subwoofer up. Wait, let me do this so I can actually hear the subwoofer when it's turned up, because I don't want to turn it up too loud. I have a hole there. Oops. I don't want to turn it too loud because it's just about 9 p.m. here. I live in an apartment and my mom's downstairs. She could probably hear this and she's probably mad right now. But still, pretty good. This is a 30-watt subwoofer, and I have this frequency generator, and I could play like, let's play 25 hertz. Nothing much, but I could turn it up, and it will start to play. Look at that excursion from the speaker. I could feel a nice breeze. Bump, bump. It just looks like that because of the camera, but I see it going slowly down, or I see it going up and down real fast. I don't see it going down, up, down, up. I see it going like that. I have to do it even lower. Like even 15. Not even up all the way. Look at that. It's like, I put that on there so you can see how much it goes up and down. It's probably like a centimeter of excursion from this $4.88 speaker. Look at there's a nice breeze right here for me. Anyways, really good speakers. If you want to look exactly what the power thing looks like, because I never knew what it looks like, but you need one that looks like this. It's like that, and yeah. I've tried a different one, which is 9 volts and like 1.4 amps, but that wouldn't fit in here. This is what it looks like. So you just need one like that, and then plugs in pretty good. And then on really good. Simple press. These buttons aren't cheap. I think some buttons on speakers are like wobbly and everything, but these are pretty nice and good. Really small, pretty lightweight, and it's really good. That's all I can say. It's really good. If you're looking for like, you could probably even use this for your car, but not like with like speakers that have like 500 watts or whatever. Because the subwoofer is meant for 45 watts, and these are both 20 watts, 20 watts, 20 watts, and then 45 watts. But according to this thing and the speaker, I think it's maybe over 45 watts. I don't know. I've seen people do tests or whatever, but maybe this speaker is not actually 30 watts. I don't know, but this thing could power that pretty good, and probably even too good. If you look at this again, I'm barely tuning it up in the subwoofer. It's playing good bass. I don't want to turn it up too high because that would probably ruin the speaker, even though I did that. It never needs bass that much, unless you got like a good box, which I don't have. And it's really good. I could hear what's real amazing is with those speakers, I couldn't hear 20,000 hertz, but now that I have this thing and I put treble all the way up, and I put the volume all the way up, I could hear 20,000 hertz for the first time. It is pretty painful, really painful, I'd say. I'm not sure if you can't even hear it, but still. You want to hear 20,000 hertz? Get this thing treble all the way up, bass down. This thing all the way up, everything's up. You can hear 20,000 hertz. It's not a good feeling at all. I never thought I would be able to hear 20,000 hertz, but I can, which is amazing. It's like no front pitch. Anyways, just a regular standard 3.5mm jack goes into there. You don't put earphones in there. You put a male jack to a male jack right in there, or you could hook it up to a TV or something, or speakers, I guess. But I ordered left and right audio input, those things, the RCA things that plug into here, and then on the other side it's not two other RCA things, it's this, so it could plug into my tablet, and then it could also plug into this from right there, and it could also play. These things are real good. This thing isn't. I don't know. I love it. It's powerful enough. Powerful enough for that speaker and those ones. Yeah, these things are pretty good, I'd say. I don't know, I'm just rambling on. You can leave this video now. Unless you want to see something else from this. Once I get the 15s, I'll connect it up with this and I could hook up. I hooked up my other speaker. It is right in there. And I hooked it up to this wire. Actually, I hooked up 2 wires to this. I put in 2 different wires, positive, negative, positive, negative. Hooked it up to that speaker and my speaker, and they still had the same power putting out. So I guess you could have more than one subwoofer at 45 watts of power, I guess, because I didn't see any changes in the subwoofer. It still put out the same amount of power in each one as of one, but I'm pretty happy about it. I know, I love this thing. It's great. I heard there's like 200 watts maximum output of this thing. Probably if you got like the maximum thing that could actually work in there, which is like I think it's 14 volts something amps, but I've also heard that you could something moved from my bed. But anyways, pretty sure you could on one eBay thing, whatever, in the details, I read that you could put an 18 volt adapter in there. I don't know about that, but you could fry this thing. So, anyways, yeah, that's it. That's this thing comes off just like that. Put wires in there and then screw it down. That was the Lepy LP-838 Super Bass Hi-Fi 2.1 CD MP3 MP4 stereo amplifier. 20 watts, 45 watts. Really good. Suggest getting it. If you look at my older videos, I used this Bluetooth speaker and I used the amplifier from this, which I think that's an amplifier because on a video I saw there's like a hi-fi, world's smallest hi-fi amplifier, which is like $1, and it looks just like that, I think. Anyways, I think these are just like the filters and the Bluetooth and stuff like that, and that's just an amplifier. Anyways, yeah, I kind of want to attach that amplifier to that amplifier to this amplifier to get even more power, but I don't think that would happen because I would need even more volts and amps. But this wasn't really I'm just gonna call it Lepy, even probably Lepai or something. But this wasn't really the Lepy review, but close enough. It's on all reviews of this thing, they're like in different languages, or they don't do bass test or whatever. If you want to see something from this speaker, you could just comment in the comments, even though no one's going to comment anything, so there's no point in asking that. But if anyone wants to see something, then ask, because yeah, I'll just make sure all these things are down. I can't wait to get my 215s and hook them up to the subwoofer and put them in the right box. And